So welcome home.
Thanks.
You must be so excited.
It's beyond. I honestly can't contain my excitement. I couldn't sleep last night. I was a mess.
Yeah.
I tried going to bed at 11, being a good girl, and I literally, 4 or 5 times I woke up just being like, so amped. So I can't wait.
And who's coming tonight? Just everybody?
Literally everyone.
Yeah.
I have 331 people in my group.
Wow.
Now that doesn't count the people that are just like my friends that I know are just coming, not necessarily in my little
Right.
section. So
That's awesome.
It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
A good mess. I can't wait.
Yeah. You think you're gonna make it through your song without
breaking
tear?
down? Possibly. Well, it's gonna be a mess. Knowing that my mom and my sister, who are both very emotional human beings, if I look at them at all, that it'll all be over. So.
And you have a brother too that sings, right?
I do, yeah. The whole family sort of gets into the music thing, which is awesome. Yeah.
Now, when the tour's over, you live in Fall River now, right?
I do.
Are you coming back to Fall River?
I'm probably gonna move back to Rhode Island, I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, it depends. Fall River, practically, it's 20 minutes from Providence. I still feel like I'm in the same area,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm letting my lease run out in October, and then I'm just gonna sort of play it by ear. Depends on sort of what happens with management and label contracts.
Right.
I wanna have the ability to get up and go.
Right.
So I'm gonna try to get all my ducks in a row so that I can do the gypsy thing and leave if I have to.
Right. So are you working on anything right now as far as deals are concerned? Have you been talking to people or?
No, right now, it's been super focused on the tour.
Right.
I have been writing in my spare time, but other than that, we're really just gonna wait till tour wraps and then, and then get to work.
Right, so you'll be wrapping up the DJ business and...
Exactly.
Yeah,
and leaving it in capable hands, hopefully, and then taking off. It's on to the next chapter. So.
Would you consider moving to New York, or do you see yourself out in LA?
Well, I'm not afraid to say this, I like New York better than I like LA.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just because I'm an East Coaster, I don't know what that is, but I like the city better. So if I have to be in a music entertainment hub of some sort, I'd rather be in New York City. But I have some things that are sort of waiting in the wings if I want to take them in LA too. So it depends.
Right.
I'm not sure if I could ever be a West Coaster, but we'll see.
You've got such an effusive personality. Would you consider like maybe hosting or acting?
100%. I love acting. I used to love musical theater. I used to love doing plays. I used to love. I asked my mother. I would put them on in the living room pretty much every weekend. When I was a kid. So, Broadway. That would be a dream. Hosting my own TV show of some kind would be awesome. So.
I could definitely see that for you. There are a lot of Idol alums that have, gone on to do a lot of theater work and really, good stuff.
Which I would love. As long as I can sing and make a living and be comfortable, that's all I need.
So when you make your album, like let's say your very first single, what is that going to sound like?
I always say if you take gonna name a couple of my favorite artists that I absolutely love. A lot of them start with J, ironically enough. Jessie J, Joss Stone, James Morrison, Jason Mraz, Pink, maybe a little Tori Amos. Sort of, if you took all that, sort of mashed it up. It's a little bit of everything. I draw my influences from everywhere, which I believe it was part of the reason maybe that I didn't make it too far on Idol, or make it farther than I did on Idol, because people can't really put me in a box, and sometimes that can be confusing. Skylar's a country girl, you know what I mean, and Jessica's got that R&B urban pop thing going on. I just don't fit in one category. So I'm hoping to make an album that sort of has a little bit of everything, a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of rock, some blues, soul, and a little bit of everything in between. Be nice.
Cool. What do you do every night to keep your performance fresh?
Honestly, I just take a minute to remind myself that the audience is seeing it for the first time every night. Even though we're doing the same show, it's always fresh for them.
Right.
And they're the reason that we're here. If they didn't watch, we would have no reason to have a show. So that's all. I just remind myself of that, and that helps me to sort of keep things.
The last thing, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't thank everyone enough. All the support through the show, after the show. even before I was even on the show. I mean, I can't express how grateful I am, and just I pray for the continued support. My journey after Idol is probably going to be far more difficult. There's going to be a lot of hard work ahead, and I just hope that everyone stays behind me while I continue to pursue my dream.
Great, thanks.
Thanks.